please hit the button on TikTok to give me some likes. It helps everyone find us. Happy Friday. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah in Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest reality TV gossip. And of course, Jeff Lewis and the after show. Y'all, if you are not listening to the after show, I am telling you, that is where Jeff gets super comfortable. He gets all in his feelings. Everything comes out like you are missing it. I know it's 2 hours of your time. The thing is, if you started a little bit late, oh, thank you for buying a badge already on Instagram. Wage Tomato. Anyways, thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out everybody. Oh my gosh, I love when y'all join live. It is so much more fun. I promise you. I love seeing y'all's names. So many of y'all have met in person. I chat with y'all on DM. It is so fun. But if you are not listening to the after show, you can pause it and like hit the 15-second button. It's there instantly. Okay. Thank you, Steffi, for buying a rose on TikTok. Y'all are so sweet. I really, really appreciate it. But you can fast forward through it. Okay. So that is something that clearly they don't offer on the Jeff Lewis live show. We have to listen to the commercials, but at least we kind of know how long they are. We can kind of load the dishwasher, feed the dog, do all of our chores during those 2 commercial breaks. A lot of y'all are working during this. So anyways, oh, PJ, send me a DM. Somebody in comments, help them. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. Find the how to find the after show. Shout out Allison Bravo Land. I watched your Instagram live last night, your very first one ever, your new launch with Margaret Josephs. It was amazing. Okay, let's get started with shout out news. There's not too much, but boy, do we have a lot to talk about with the Jeff Lewis show and the after show. So much juice was spilled. I mean, from even like Megan trying to like question Jeff, like, I don't know what to believe. I mean, it was just so much. Okay. So last night, I'm on my phone. I go to the gym, and at some point, I see that there's a circle around Kathy Hilton's name. She's live on Instagram. So I push it to see what Miss Kathy Hilton is up to. And she is in a car with her daughter, Nikki Hilton. They're dressed up, going somewhere super fancy and doing an Instagram live and answering all sorts of questions. So it was so good. It was Nikki looking at the questions and comments, not Kathy. So I don't even know if she saw my questions. I wasn't asking anything. I did like a Mary F. Kill, like, I don't even know who it was. Michael Jackson, because Kathy Hilton loves him. Andy Cohen and someone else, and now I forgot who it was. Wasn't anything Jeff Lewis. Mauricio, her brother-in-law. Anyways, it was so good. I am still manifesting an invitation to the Kathy Hilton Christmas party next year. So let's all help me with that. I would just die. Oh my gosh. And wow, a lot happened there this year. And it seems like she's inviting everyone. So what's one more person? What's Sarah from Texas? What's it matter if I come, right? For sure. Oh, Karen says, do I know the tea with Heather and Joey? Yes. And he talked about it on his TikTok or Instagram live the other day too. So anyways, you missed it. Okay, of course, sort of speaking about that, somebody sent me a video late last night. I was about to go to bed, and someone sent me a video and said, oh, I thought this was cute. I just happened upon this March 9th, 2021 video. This is all whenever COVID was going on, and Jeff used to have the co-host come to his house, right? So it's Megan and Heather McDonald. So they were the guests, and Shane and Jeff. So obviously that's interesting because we know now that, they had that big feud and everything I think is better now. But the main thing, oh, thank you for the cowgirl hat. Who is that? DJ Rockstar Aaron. Thank you. And we now know that this whole earring thing, I knew Heather had talked about owning diamond earrings or shopping at Costco a lot. Even though I don't watch Juicy Scoop a ton, I'm well aware of her love of Costco. Respect it, love it. I'm here for it. This clip I shared last night is getting a lot of hate from the Juicy Scoopers. And I'm like, just get off my D, won't you? I mean, I'm like now talking like Bethany Frankel, but seriously, if you don't like my content, if you feel like every 20th story, if that, is possibly mentioning Heather McDonald, then back off, go somewhere else, go find her fan account. Does she have a Heather McDonald obsessed? I haven't found it yet. I'll keep searching. Anywho, maybe they should start one to occupy their time. But anyways, I shared the video because I thought it was interesting. Clearly, the person that sent it to me thought it was interesting, right? It's just a conversation about diamond hoop earrings from Costco being worth 10,000, being worth 3,000. It was very interesting because those are some of the numbers clearly that now, a year and a half later, I can't do math, March 2021 to now, a year and a half later, became very much a story, right? So it's nothing deeper than that. I'm not an anti-Heather account. She follows me. Everything is fine. Like, seriously, find something better to do. Like, go start Heather McDonald obsessed, because clearly. Anyways, that's all the time and attention I'm giving to that. But I just want to say it's just a fun video because clearly a year and a half ago, they were talking about something similar. Yeah, right? Yeah, Dolly Girl said the comments, I wanted to throat punch people. They're so mean. So stupid. Like, literally, for sure. Anyways, and I really appreciate it, by the way. I cannot get to all the comments on my social media. I try to keep up with TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, the Facebook group, the Facebook page, Threads and Twitter. I don't even understand. So I just post there and pretty much never look. But I do try to but there's also your Instagram DMs that I try to chat with y'all. So, sometimes I can't reply to all the comments. So I do appreciate when y'all go to bat for me, which is something Jeff Lewis talks about on the show today, going to bat for his friends and if that's a good decision or not. So let's get into the show. Welcome back to our Megan Weaver. She had been gone for a while. We know that Jeff and her were having a little space. They needed to take a beat from each other, right? And she's back. And they talk about with Dr. Donna. Dr. Donna also had not been on for a while because I guess dialing Dr. Donna was a planned maybe 8-week thing and it didn't get picked up. So anyways, today was excellent though. So it starts off and Jeff is telling us about, first of all, there's 290 people that have RSVP'd for this Hollywood House Live Season 2 premiere party next week. Oh my God. Now I'm like, wow, who else is going to be there? And now I'm like, is Monroe going to be there? Is she not? Oh my gosh, we have so much to chat about. So he talks about a mutual friend that RSVP'd that he can't come. Did he say he? I think he did. That he can't come because he'll be in New York. But then he sends a text and says, by the way, even if I wasn't in New York, I wouldn't come because I don't like how you handled the Jen Green situation with season 2. And Jeff is like, what has she been saying? Like, we have all been in situations, just like caller Gina called into the after show. She was amazing. That says, people are saying a different version of the story. Jeff had lots of examples of that today because he gets into deep with Stu and all of that situation later in the after show, and like his version of their breakup and the reason, and then Stu's version of the breakup that I guess he's hearing from fans that are telling him things. I don't really know. Doesn't sound like he and Stu are talking much at all. So I don't know. But somebody is thinking that the person is Matt Rogers. And it sort of makes sense. So the clues were, it's a guy. It's a friend of about 3 years. It's somebody that's definitely friends with Jen Green, somebody that would have a reason to be in New York. So first I thought about Chaz Dean, but I don't think Chaz Dean has a relationship. And he's known Chaz Dean a lot longer than 3 years, right? So I don't know. Y'all tell me in comments who you think it is. Matt Rogers sort of makes sense. I don't know Matt Rogers well, but oh, thank you. It's black. So I can see what I do know of Matt Rogers. I could see him taking a stance for a friend. But I don't know. I feel like Jeff feels the need to explain everything and always get his side out there. He's got this huge platform, right? All of us 12 listeners, right? But even a caller called in and said, why do you always have to prove that you're right? Why do you always have to prove you're whatever? So that was very interesting. I cannot figure out who it is though. Maybe I'll find out. when I'm at the party next week, because I think I've given y'all enough hints that yes, indeed, I was invited a while back. So my RSVP email went through just perfectly fine. I RSVP'd immediately. I've got hair and makeup. I've got my dress. I've got my shoes, new jewelry, handbag, everything. I will share everything with y'all. I cannot wait. I will be flying into LAX next Wednesday morning. I'll fly out later Thursday. I've got some fun. I've got some work. I've got some, oh my God, so many things going on. I cannot wait, but I will definitely be sharing as much as I can with y'all. Of all 290 other people there with me. Anyway, so we'll have to try to figure out who that person is. Okay, so Megan tells us basically she's sober. She is not on, didn't really sound like, it stopped short of her admitting like alcoholism, but it sounds like alcohol was not working for her. There wasn't one set thing, but she said over the last year or so, she's had 3 or 4 things that, she just wished would have went well. So she went better. So she sat her family down and had a talk with them. She doesn't go into all the details, and I respect her privacy, obviously, about that. But, oh my gosh. But it sounds like it's working for her, right? It's an everyday thing that she's dealing with, and she feels better about herself. She remembers things. I mean, she was even talking, she didn't remember a lot of the Hollywood, what's that called? Horror Nights, the Universal thing. And they had talked about that she was drinking a lot. She said she was blacking out. So yeah, I am so proud of her. I have had at least 1 or 2 cocktails with Megan. I shared one of those pictures from us at Watch What Happens Live before the Bethany Frankel and Jeff Lewis Watch What Happens Live. I have never seen her sloppy drunk or anything like that, but everything I see Megan at is in a formal type situation, like public. I don't hang out at her house on a Tuesday and have wine with her. So I've never seen her in a situation like that, but I just respect that she was so brutally honest with everyone. And she could have kept all of that to herself, but she chose not to. She's very open about it. I don't think it'll be a problem with her hanging out with the chumps. There's a lot of chumps that are actually sober or sober curious, or like Jeff has said lately, he's kind of slowing down on alcohol and trying just to be more of a social drinker. So I don't think any of that will be a problem at all, for sure. That Tuesday wine. But, she just says it wasn't working for her. So I'm just so proud of Megan for making the decision to be sober and like sharing all of that with us, right? Gage. Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess it was coming. I saw it in comments yesterday. Y'all were when Jeff announced that Monroe was going to be on the red carpet at the season 2 premiere. Some of y'all said, oh, I don't know if Gage is going to be okay with that. Well, he's not, because the attorney letter came swiftly and very long and detailed. And he basically says, if Jeff doesn't comply with his wish to not bring Monroe to the red carpet premiere of season 2 Hollywood House Lift, he's going to bring in court intervention. And Jeff is talking about the lawyers, how they're working for free. They're wanting $150,000 from Jeff to pay for these attorneys. He also tells us, and I was excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, not that I'm the one that's like looking to meet Monroe or like see her on the side of the street. Like a lot of you have DM'd me and said, oh, I hope I see her in New York. I want to say hi to her. I want to give her. No, I'm not like that at all. Like I don't need to meet Monroe. I don't need to see her, or to talk to her. But I mean, would it be fun to see her in person? Absolutely. I mean, it's his only little girl. For her to go to his premiere party, she's so excited with the dress, the hair, the nails, her poses that she wants to do on the red carpet. And Daddy Gage is putting the halt on it all. I don't know if did he really say if he's going to not take her? Or did he just talk about the attorney letter? Like, I don't remember exactly if he said he was going to not bring her or not. Obviously the court intervention would have to be something quick, right? Because the party is next Wednesday, December 6th at night. So this has to happen very quickly. I don't know how much if he's got Monroe on a Wednesday, how much legally can can Gage change where and when Jeff chooses to take her somewhere, as long as it's not, dangerous or something. But he mentions things, and I kind of wonder if he's looking at my videos. He mentions something about it being dangerous, like Jeff has fans that he promotes to be like Team Jeff or Team Gage and like play people against each other. We all know people can be fans of Jeff Lewis, but they can also not agree with how he handles things with Gage or how he says things about Monroe, things like that. So I don't know what Jeff is going to decide, but I will let you know next Wednesday if she is there or not, if he doesn't let us know before it for sure. He should be able to take her where he wants. Somebody said on TikTok. Yeah. We got a lawyer in the house. Okay. Do we have a doctor? We need an STD or STI, I guess they call them now. Lisa Lawless says no judge would stop it. She's a lawyer. So I don't know. Penny on Instagram says, I don't blame Gage. The whole world doesn't need to see her on display. But I mean, shout out Donna Bowling. But what do you think? I mean, Donna, I would love to know your thoughts. Do you think Monroe should be at the season 2 premiere party with Daddy Jeff? I don't know. I mean, she's 7 years old. Her grandparents are going to be there. I think if anything got crazy, which I don't expect it to at all, first of all, I don't think there's going to be any Gage fans there, right? I mean, I don't know. Yes, she does have 2 parents, Zuba says, and that's the quandary. These 2 parents don't agree at all on a lot of things, but they definitely don't agree if she should be able to come and be the red carpet and be there for an hour to be so excited and share in this with Daddy Jeff. So yeah, Donna Bowling says, I would want my kids there. So, oh gosh. Okay. Krista Bad Mom Llamas. Bye. You're being blocked because you were such a bitch to me on the Jeff Lewis coffee Instagram comments. Bye. By the way, that Krista Bad Mom Llamas account is nothing to do with Krista Llamas. She has Krista Llamas blocked. So whenever she says really rude things, Krista can't even see them. It is absolutely not her at all. Krista and I are very, very friendly with each other, and she would never say the things that account has said to me. I have never blocked them before, but if they're going to come on my Instagram live, I'm like, goodbye, go touch some grass, be friendly with other people. Gage had her table dancing at the Tower Bar. He did not, did he, Zuba? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Okay, so tell me your thoughts. Tell me in comments, should Jeff be able to bring Monroe for 1 hour, do the red carpet, see people, say hi, share in the excitement, get her nails done, get her hair done, get Julie to bring the dress over? Or should she not be able to come because it is an evening event? That caller said, Gage has brought her to Tower Bar. Remember when she was sick and I think she was like puking in a corner, right? So the fact that a caller even reminded us, this is exactly in which, I haven't said the place, but they have said the place where the party is, on the show today. I think the after show, maybe they said it. But this is the same place that Gage has brought her to dinner. So why is she now saying it's not appropriate? We've all watched season 1 of Hollywood House Lift. It is a very family-friendly show. I mean, do my kids watch it? No, but absolutely, it's not a bad show at all, for sure. Oh, Jennifer says, tell us about your dress for both events. Which event? I haven't decided what I'm wearing to New York. I will focus on that later. I do have my dress for tomorrow, and I've only shared it with a few people. So I have. I'll just say it's a one shoulder formal black, very classy dress. Beautiful. And it's at the tailor now because it was a little too big on me. And I didn't have time to order the smaller size. But anyway, so it's being fitted for me now. Jeff can't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, Gia says. That's what several of the DMs. I'm not caught up with my DMs yet. I love chatting with y'all. I'm behind because I went to another one of my amazing Friday morning breakfasts with my sister-in-law, who I just love. I swear we could chat for 20 hours straight and never, be caught up with everything. But I'm not caught up on my DMs, and also popped into TJ Maxx. But some of y'all have DM'd me and said he shouldn't have said anything on the radio. That way Gage wouldn't know. But I think he would get in trouble afterwards, right? Does a dress have pockets? No, Bravo and Stone. I'm not, if something has pockets, I'm okay with it. I don't need anything added to my voluptuous hips area. So I'm not a huge fan of pockets on a dress. Like, it's just not really my vibe. I've had them, but I don't buy a dress for that in particular. Krista says, Monroe is at an age and development where she should have a voice also in where she goes, as long as it's safe and appropriate. Yeah, I kind of agree. And I almost think, like Jeff says, it's been 5 years. Like, how long are you going to keep fighting with this, before it just keeps going on and on and on and on, right? Yeah, Lex Chic on Instagram says Jeff can't win with Gage. Oh, Michael says he's poking the bear. Yeah. He poked lots of bears today, because I think this date number 4 guy that he's dating is not going to be happy with a lot of things he's been saying. This has to be getting back to him, what he's saying, right? Even though he claims he doesn't know Jeff from the TV, he's known him 5 years. So he knew him when Flipping Out was on. He's known him the entire time he's been on Jeff Lewis Live. He's known him the whole last year of him being on Hollywood House Live. If he lives in LA and he's known him, he knows exactly some stuff that's going on with Jeff. So I think he's definitely heard some things. He is not going to be happy. He's going to make the person mad, whoever this is, about the Jen Green person, about saying that on the air. Clearly, Gage isn't going to love that he read the attorney letter on air, and Stu is definitely not going to be happy. Definitely not going to be happy with some of the stuff that he said today. And even Megan at one point was like, look, I just don't, okay, we'll talk about that later. But she said, she kind of stopped Jeff and said, I don't know how this happened, the STD thing. I don't know which story to go with, but she just feels like she can't believe Stu would cheat on Jeff. And I agree with that. Like, I don't know what goes on with these pauses. Jeff definitely mentioned a pause late July to August. And I'm like, where he was messing around with other guys, and he might have, like SEX, and he was worried that he actually got something. So the longer this goes on, the more Jeff tells us what happens, even though he's always alluded to some sexy time on these pauses. I'd never really heard him actually admit to it, right? Michael Riley says Stu did not cheat on Jeff. So that's what's going on, Jeff said, is that Stu is talking to fans in the DMs or mutual friends of theirs, but he definitely talked about, fans in the DMs, and he's telling, Jeff says Stu has said things to fans, and fans have told me things. So, yeah. Anyways. Love and Live said, I think Stu did cheat on Jeff. That's the thing, is you've always got people that believe both sides. I don't, unless we have a GoPro on their wieners, I guess we're never going to know exactly what went on, right? Who knows? Oh yeah, he hasn't said anything publicly. Yeah. No, I didn't say he was. To fans, but not on his public forum. Yes, exactly. That's why I said he's talking to fans on the DM. Very specifically. Yes, for sure. What else? Oh, another thing that Jeff wants from and then we're going to get into the after show, because it was so freaking good. Oh my gosh, the callers were good. It was, Dr. Donna was so good with Jeff. Megan really, their friendship is better. And Jeff even said, I'm so glad we had the talk in Las Vegas, and you were able to tell me your side. I was able to tell you my side, and we both took accountability for different things. So I think everything is fine between Megan and Jeff, and I'm very, very happy for that, for sure. Who cares if he talks to fans? Well, I guess Jeff, because he, I guess Jeff does. When you have issues with so many people, after a while, you have to think of the possibility that you might be the problem, Susie Ford Walker says. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's what Jeff talks about, is that he has jumped into dating again, right? But he wants to focus on himself and like kind of get things and spend more time with Monroe and things like that. But I don't know. Can you imagine the ratings? Oh God. Okay, no. Snowball. Can you imagine the ratings? Probably back together by New Year's Eve, Lydia says. I mean, so very explicitly, Megan and not Megan, Dr. Donna and Shane were like, look, the thing is, you and Stu and all people in your past have always had breaks and pauses, and you say absolutely never, it's over, and then all of a sudden y'all are back together. So I think it sounds like Jeff was admitting to more pauses, more issues than he's ever let on publicly with us. And we've heard about a lot of them. So for us, we don't know when they're on a pause or when they're not, when, their pants are down with someone else or when they're not, right? But how that affects things is the whole STD drama of it all, right? So, oh my God, Sherry LaPlina. Sherry says Jeff's on a plane to Ireland as we speak. She's just joking. But anyway, so who knows? I can't, I am so factual. I would literally have to have a doctor tell me this date Stu didn't have anything, this date he did, this date Jeff didn't have anything, and this date he didn't have anything, according to both of their sides. So I have no idea what's going on with that. But it does seem like it's over. But who knows? Crazy. I mean, did y'all ever think Jeff would be flirting in the DM or in the text with Gage last December and like trying to get a blowjob from him? So no, I mean, I'm always going to be surprised, right? For sure. Anyways, Lisa says, I totally agree with you here. Jeff's assumption may not be well-founded. And I think that's kind of what Dr. Donna was trying to say, was you can have your truth and it may not actually be the truth. And I think that's where people get mixed up, is we hear and interpret things one way and we have a life experience about things. And that definitely plays into if somebody has been cheated on before or not. And Jeff has admitted he's been cheated on before. So this is a huge thing for him. And Jeff is all about like taking responsibility, just admitting you did wrong and apologizing. And he can often move on. But when all those things don't happen, he can't move forward. And I think that's the issue is from Jeff's side, right? And that's all we hear. We hear Jeff's side. We don't hear Stu's side, even though he's got a huge platform, because now he's way over 200,000 subscribers, y'all, on Instagram. It's amazing. Like his videos, his reels, I'm sorry, that Annie is making for him are just going crazy. They're really so good. Yes, outlet or Rita's Vita. Have you gone over the Dumois that you posted? Yes, that was on yesterday's show. Okay, what else? Date number 4 on the after show. The guy wore black pants, a black shirt, but he still ordered a Red Bull and tequila at his house. He still paused and peed with the door open. He still didn't wash his hands. Dr. Donna says it's a deal breaker. Is it all of those things that's a deal breaker, or is it just even one of them? Because I personally, I don't care if you've known someone 5 years. You're not, well, okay, you are dating. It sounds like they've definitely done it already, but in the past and this time. But you shouldn't be comfortable enough with someone to leave the door open while you pee. Like, I think that's disgusting. If you know anything about Jeff, he's about manners and being polite and being classy. There is nothing classy about hearing pee from a man standing up, going into a toilet. I mean, yes, women, we hear it more, but a man, if they're 6'2", whatever, standing, it's even more of a sound. I don't want to get gross, but I mean, clearly the distance is further. So it's just like, nobody wants to hear that. I'm not even that prude, and it's just gross, right? Yeah. Windy City Gal says, I don't do that and I'm married. Yeah, exactly. It's so not sexy. N.W. Shelley says, exactly. Like, talk about a boner killer. I mean, it didn't kill his boner because Jeff still banged it out with him later in the night. He said his hands were all over him, that he didn't wash. And, oh. Oh my God, somebody said, is Stu and Jeff broken up? Yes. Since, what did he say? Since October 20th or so? He finally gave us a date. He went over the October 20th date a lot. Went over lots of dates. September, that Friday morning that Stu was supposed to be on the Jeff Lewis live show. He was going to promote Reality Bites that I ended up flying out for. It was so fun. They get into a fight because somebody tells Stu that they listened to the podcast of Zach Noe Towers, and they didn't like what Jeff was saying about the alcohol of Stu and their sex life and all sorts of things like that. And since Stu walked away, you mean, well, broke up, walked away. Yeah, I don't know. Blocked him? I don't know what you want to call it. Whatever they call it, broken up. Anyways, oh, I lost my train of thought. Jeff doesn't want to train this new guy, though. I mean, I think but later he admits he's not a long-term guy. Like, he doesn't want to go to his apartment. He doesn't want to see whatever house he lives in. Like, Jeff's like, I like my house. You know, it's nice. I don't care to see this guy's house. You know what I mean? You need better sound. Girl, I got a microphone. It's right there. My sound is just great. Turn yours up. Nobody else ever complains about it. Sarah's World. What else? Yeah, what Miranda says, I wouldn't want to leave my mansion either. I mean, exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm so rattled today. Okay, what do you mean an equal? I wonder what Jeff's life would look like with an equal. So BW and NJ in New Jersey. So they were talking about this a little bit yesterday, and was it Mercedes that was on? Mercedes and Jamie. He didn't like the term equal, but I, in a way, think that Jeff doesn't want an equal for a few reasons. I think he likes taking care of people financially, emotionally, whatever you want to call it, like, you know, getting their dogs groomed, you know, things like that. Like, I think he likes that. But I also don't think he wants somebody to be so busy, too busy for him. You know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of reasons he doesn't want to exactly be on the same playing field with someone. Maybe he needs someone that's rich and retired, but that would almost mean old. And we all know Jeff doesn't want someone old, right? Someone in the same class range, like money, you mean? I don't know what that means. Michelle says he's starting to realize that 10 years makes a big difference in maturity. I mean, is he? Because he's willing to go out with this other guy that's even a bigger, 21 years difference. What's the difference between 38 and 53? Whatever that is, that's what this date number 4 dude is, the tequila and Red Bull guy. But this other guy that I think he's seeing Sunday, right? Is that going to be his first date with this guy that's like 21 years younger? That's a lot. Who do I think Jeff should date? I have no idea. I don't know enough people, and I don't know. I don't know what the options are. Y'all give me some options, and I'll tell you yes or no. Yes, Stacy on TikTok. So he likes the younger guy that needs him for everything. I mean, I think there's a lot of parts about Jeff where he likes to be. I think it's like his dad, Tom. He likes to take care of people. He likes to give advice. He likes to help people. You know what I mean? So I don't think Matt Rogers at all. I don't think Matt's tall enough for him either. I think Jeff likes a guy that's, 5'11" or taller. Oh, take a break for 6 months, Lisa says. I mean, that would never. Wait, did I put you on timeout? I hit a button on accident. If I messed you up, Lisa, let me know. I didn't mean to. Oh, shoot. Did I miss? There was a button that's. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Okay, Lisa, how do I fix that? Oh, Lisa, I just messed you up. I hit a button that said, like, I banned your comments. I don't know how to fix it. Okay, hold on. I'll have to fix that later. I can't figure it out. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Someone tell me on YouTube how to fix that. I'm pushing her name and nothing's happening. Oh my God. Settings. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, that was weird. I'm sorry. I pushed the wrong button, Lisa Lawless. God. I can't figure it out. Okay. Sorry. Now that's going to drive me nuts. I pushed the wrong button. I didn't mean to ban her. Oh, let me take that off. Oh, now it's going to leave your comment up the whole time. Oh my God. Oh dear God. Ugh. Sorry. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Okay, I need to fix it on YouTube. You're on both. Anyways, thank you. I cannot fix it. It won't fix. Anyways, okay, what else you want to talk about? The rest of the after show. So they get into grooming. What could Dr. Donna mean about this guy wanting to groom Jeff? I couldn't figure out what she meant by that. But they definitely get into something we've heard Jeff talk about somewhat recently. When he's bored and restless with a calm person, he always wants drama. Like he said that someone told him he's a drama addict. And he said he's not, but I think he's admitted before that he is into drama for sure. And then they get some callers. Gage is super angry at Jeff. Megan says she wants to hear both sides of the story. She doesn't think that Stu cheated. Was that on the after show? Was Megan on the after show? Why did I write that down there? I don't know what that was. Anyways, my notes. Okay, I'm going to go off notes now. We'll just chat and have questions answered. Thank you, Lala. Jeff does not need grooming, Linda says on Instagram. Ooh, Bobby Boyd. Ooh, Sunny Meadow. David. Jeff Lewis and Bobby Boyd. I mean, maybe. I'm not opposed to that. What tech issues am I having today? I just pushed the wrong button on her. I love that. Darla says, I think Stu is very sweet. Absolutely. Clearly, I do too. Megan was on 16 minutes of the after show. Wow, you really paid attention. Good Lord. What happened on the after show? So much. You'll have to go back and rewatch the beginning of this. We've been talking about it. Wait. Oh, that's a good point. Michael Riley says, Jeff Lewis is too good of friends with Josh Flagg to date Bobby Boyd. You're absolutely right. Yep. So y'all remind me of good things. That's why I love chatting with y'all. Yes, very true. Joyce brought up the same thing. No on Josh if Josh's ex Bobby, if he wants to stay friends with Josh Flagg for sure. Oh, grooming as in emotionally, Darla says. I mean, I sort of have to agree though. I mean, I've been out of the dating world decades and zero interest in going back in. But I can't imagine if they say people show you who they are after 6 months, if this guy's already wearing sweatpants, injured or not, whatever, ordering tequila and Red Bulls, which I guess is a red flag. Shane definitely used the term drug use yesterday over and over again. Peeing with the door open, not washing his hands. Like, what else is he going to do after 6 months? Like, gross. You know what I mean? Hey, Chantel. Yes, just go back and watch the beginning. So the replay of this podcast shows up every day immediately afterwards on every platform except for TikTok. So it's on YouTube page, YouTube group, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, YouTube. Is that everything? Good Lord, I think that's everything. And then it goes up as a podcast about 10 minutes later called Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So you can get everything there too. And on Spotify, they offer the video version of the podcast. So I put up the video too. Crystal says, unfortunately, Jeff would never be happy. He's just filling a void that will never be filled. He'll never be happy, like ever? Come on. I know. Is it Iya BB? Is a Red Bull vodka acceptable? I know, because my husband drinks those sometimes. Not a lot, but he has drank those. Never tequila. I can't think of when my husband's, he and I both like vodka. We're not tequila people. Jeff must be sexually attracted to those guys, hence his need to keep him around. Daisy Does Nevada says, yeah. Oh, John Hill. I don't think John Hill would date Jeff Lewis. John Hill, even though he does a live show, 4 days a week and then his own show, I don't think John Hill absolutely would be comfortable with the personal information that Jeff shares about people. I think he'd be like, hail to the no. Hail to the no on that. Vina, no one that does that sounds like it will work for Jeff. He's kind of funky, the dude. Jeff is funky. Yeah, Jeff is funky. Jeff isn't John's type. Oh, that's true. John likes a shorter guy, and I think he usually dates Jewish guys. I think he's literally said that. He's got a type, and so does, I think Jeff has a type. Andy Cohen has a type. I think a lot of people have a type, right? Like we can all break out of that a little bit, but ooh, Billy Eichner. I think if that was going to happen, it may have happened already. I don't think Jeff would cross, I say that, and then he dated Stu, who's a guest on the show. I don't know that Jeff would cross over too much into the business. Billy Eichner, I don't know if he's a producer. I don't know what his actual title is. Oh, somebody says, do I think Chef Stu will be edited out of Hollywood House Lift? No, I think it's too late in the game. I don't know that you can edit people out that late. I know that Jeff said yesterday, I think, we won't get all episodes at one time. I think we're getting 2 episodes next Wednesday, December 6th. So that'll probably come out midnight on Freevee, Hollywood House Lift Season 2. And then after that, every Wednesday, I guess we'll get a new episode. I think they came out last year on what day was it last year? For Season 1? I can't remember. Anyways, it's free, so that's good. Everyone should be able to get it wherever. Dory on Instagram, John Hill has said he doesn't want kids. I think that was a problem between John Hill and Andy Cohen. I don't remember who even knows when they dated. Jeff and Oscar. Oh, no, I definitely don't think. That would be an HR situation for sure. Did we want to chat about Beverly Hills? It was the best episode ever. I have not had time to watch it yet. I haven't even had time to watch What Happens Live with Paris Hilton and Kathy Hilton, and I wanted to last night. And then Kathy was Instagram Live, so I watched that. Crazy. I definitely will watch it this weekend. I've got a little bit of time this weekend that I'm going to watch it. I have heard it was amazing, though. So good. I cannot wait to watch it. Martindale says, yeah, they dated years and years ago. And yeah, he didn't have kids with Andy. Andy didn't have kids at that time. John and Andy never addressed why they ended, and they said they wouldn't ever address it. Really? Lisa. Oh, of course we saw the apology orchids at Kyle's house. I think it looked like that video she made a few weeks ago, she's gotten a few of them from Jeff because she showed a few of them, right? Do we think they edited Brandy and Julie out? No, I don't think Jeff has that power to do that. I know, Jonathan, I need to fix that. It shows up as a Vanderpump Rules. I know on TikTok. I don't know how to fix it. I'll be honest with you. For those that ask for all these amazing technology things like timestamps, it's on my podcast and on the YouTube. It's all a matter of time and energy, and if it's worth it. I do everything myself, except for Annie, of course, does my reels, and we produce those together. So she does all the technical part of it, but we do chat about like what clips to use, whatever's, and but in the posting and all that. So it's just a matter of time. I am manifesting, trust me, getting this huge email back from somebody that would help me with all the technology, right? Sarah says I'm Superwoman. I try. I mean, I think for me, the hardest part, and I do it because I want to reach the biggest audience of Jeff Lewis fans, is posting on all the different platforms. Some people just do Instagram or just do TikTok. But I'm not big enough anywhere to just do one platform. Yes, Susie, Annie is the same Annie that used to work with Heather McDonald, and now she has her own business. When I reached out to her, I was her first client. to when she started her own business called A Sharp Perspective. And now she works with lots of other big people, huge people. She's amazing. I don't know that Joey, so BW says Joey Zalzig is his type. I don't know that he is. That is Jeff Lewis's type, but he's unavailable. I don't know. Anyways, well, we are going to wrap things up. I will see you Monday on TikTok. I probably won't go live next Wednesday and Thursday. I will be bringing my computer. I will bring my phone for Instagram Live. I should be at the same normal time, December 6th and December 7th, because it's 12 o'clock California time that I go live. And so we should still, I'll probably post mostly on Instagram stories. So make sure you're following me on Instagram at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. I will share as much as I can with you. I will definitely show you my dress the night of the event. I'm so excited. I mean, maybe I should invite Gage to come with me so he can, make sure everything is okay with Monroe. That would be crazy. Anyways, okay. See y'all Monday, 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Again, if you missed the replay at the beginning, go back for the replay or check it out on the podcast, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Bye, Chumpats.